What is going on, everybody? That's right, it's the Alpha Hill. We are ready for the playoffs. Are you guys ready for playoff time in the Apex Madden League? Hopefully you are. This is some daytime Madden action. So I wanted to broadcast our playoff games this year, as many as I could. And last night when we advanced to the playoffs, I told everybody to let me know when you guys are going to play. 2 games have already been done. They didn't even let me know. I'm going to boot them by the end of the year, so we'll have about 4 teams that are open. Just kidding. Maybe. Anyway, so I hope you guys are all safe, staying at home, snuggling your loved ones within 6 feet apart. We are going to be getting started here in about, I would say, 5 minutes. So I have my 4-year-old with me, so you'll probably hear her and see her throughout the stream. She is definitely wild. She is home because a couple kids had COVID in her school, so that's always nice. And yeah, so we are trying to make the best of that. So see what we can do. But we will be starting very shortly, and like I said, I hope you guys are all staying safe, being good to one another. I promise you, I will try not to be distracted if at all possible. So anyway, here we go. Nice. I see Eli with it on the big screen. Thank you, Eli, one of our newest members. Hopefully we can get him in soon. We are close to game time, so one thing I want to go ahead and point out, we are going to fade away. We're going to fade into the darkness, actually the playoffs. So here we go. We got to look at my pretty face here with my daughter in the back of me. We're looking at the playoffs right now. Look at the screen here. We got the Titans. The winner of this game will be playing the #1 seed. And, well, if the Patriots win, they're going to be playing the Bills. If the Titans win, most likely they're going to be playing the winner of... That's so freaking confusing. If the Colts win, they'll play the Colts. It's kind of jumbled. You can see there on the screen, though. We've had 2 games already done. The Pittsburgh Steelers have beaten the Jacksonville Jaguars. And what you cannot see at the bottom there, take a look. The Seahawks have beaten the Cowboys, so we've got that game going for us. So we've got a lot, man. Pretty cool that we've made it this far, and we're still running effectively. So Titans, okay. So Eli says Patriots play Bills, Titans will play Colts. That's good to know. So we do have that. Again, we will be streaming the game for the Broncos. Yeah, see, it's so confusing. Right now, the seeding, because they have added a team, it's going to be kind of hard to see, exactly what transpires. Stop. So again, live television. I can't make this any more professional. I've got a freaking dog in the back. Come here. I'll introduce you to our little miniature poodle here, Winnie. Got her little sweatshirt on. He is rocking out and I guess rooting for the Patriots because it got red, right? Red? No? Anyway. So we've got my daughter here. Brianna, you want to say hi to the camera? You can see right there. Come here. Suddenly she is absolutely shy. So we are going to have a good outcome here. We're excited. Like I said, this is a first. I made some of the graphics. I hope you do like the graphics. They are new. I like the really bright green with black look. That's kind of what ESPN uses. I like that. I think we're going to go towards that more for our broadcast. So we are going to be what, baby? We are going to be going more in that direction. So I do have graphics made for a lot of the games. We'll try to do as many games as we can. It just worked out. I work from home right now, so I'm able to broadcast today. So With that being said, let's take a look. You got the Titans, who actually lost their Week 17 game. They would have been a lock for the #1 seed. I actually had the graphics made because I really thought that the Patriots and the Bills were going to play for the 3rd time this season. And unfortunately, Titans lost, and they lost that bye. So that's really crushing for them. But they have a lot to prove. Maserati is a great owner. Quit jumping over here. Get out of here. Go. Go. Yes. I want you jumping up here. Anyway. But yeah, so we've got the so we've got, I'm sorry, I'm getting some deep. But we've got a lot of games. I'm going to try to broadcast as many as I can. So if you guys do, or if you're in the playoffs, try to get me at least a day or so notice. I do know that a lot of people want to run through the playoffs. It seems like at every playoff time, all the teams that didn't make the playoffs want to get the playoffs done, which I agree with. But we also want to make sure that we are giving the playoff teams the credit they deserve. They played great the entire season. I don't want it to be something we blow through just to get to the off season. I want to make it a little special for you guys. So again, you look at the 2 teams that got the bye, the Bills and the Vikings. Now, people are saying that that right there, the Bills and the Vikings, is probably going to be your Super Bowl preview. Timus versus BLZJ. So stop. No. Go play. Okay, go. So yeah, my 4-year-old's quarantining, so we've got that going. Heavy, you can start whenever you want. I know you are broadcasting. Like I said, I hope you guys like the graphics. So if you guys give me your predictions in the chat, we'll kind of talk about them. So but kind of, everybody's saying that the Bills and the Vikings are going to be going to the Super Bowl. That's not something that's guaranteed. So just keep that in mind. You've got pretty good teams throughout, and it looks like they are kicking off. I guess I did not. Got to keep that up. That's what. Okay. So they are kicking off, but going back to that, everyone thinks that this is just easy peasy lemon squeezy, but we've got the Cardinals, the Seahawks, the Patriots, the Titans, a lot of good teams in the playoffs. So it is, the thing I love about Apex, it is not top heavy or we are very balanced, and I believe that any team can win at any time. I did not make the playoffs this year. So, there are teams that have made the playoffs this year for the first time. Jags, a couple other teams. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do. First down and 10. They're coming out in that deuce formation here. Tannehill IDing the mic. Play action. Gets it out to his running back. And one thing I love about this Titans team, they mimic the Titans in real life. They do like to do that play action and running game. They have great wide receivers. They got a great running back in Derrick Henry, and they like to utilize that. If you're going to stop the run, they're going to pass over top of you. So this is a very deadly Titans offense. So the Patriots have his work cut out for him. Toss weak side to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry gets about 4 or 5 yards on the carry. That's going to bring up a 2nd 6 situation here. Again, you are watching Apex Playoffs only on the Apex Network here. I'm going to get us a little bit of sound so we can watch with a little sound. They did turn off the commentator. Thank you so much, everybody. Take note. If you're in the playoffs, turn off the freaking commentator. And we bring up a 2nd 6 situation. Fakes the bubble screen, gets it out to the slant, and Corey Davis almost gets the first down. He does get the first down. I thought he was initially short. He was not. Very great reception there for Corey Davis. So that's going to bring up a 1st and 1, or 1st and 10. Getting a lot of stuff coming in here. Again, give me your predictions. Let me know what you think. What do you think is going to happen here? Do we think that the Titans are going to pull off the win, or the Patriots are going to pull off the upset. With that being said, right up the middle, nice run. And another thing that I love about Maserati, he does not put all the workload on Derrick Henry. He does have a good rotation of running backs. So you will see different running backs throughout the game, not just Derrick Henry. That's going to bring up a 1st and 10. And that's what makes him so deadly, is that he knows how to keep these legs fresh in order to maximize that run game and wear down that defense. He's going to pinch the middle there. Heavy does not like what he sees. He's going to do that jet sweep that everyone likes to run with the wide receiver, but that is no dice. Great job stopping that. And it looks like Uche is not going to be returning, the starter for the Patriots. Again, if you are just tuning in, please give me a thumbs up, a like, subscribe, share with your friends, your neighbors, your senators, anybody that would want to watch. Appreciate the love. 1st and 10, they come out in the bunch formation here. Single back set. Tannehill does not like what he sees. He flips, does the toss to Derrick. Is that Derrick Henry? It is not Derrick Henry, it's Evans. Bob Evans down on the farm. No gain there. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. Great job of stopping the run there the last couple plays. So we will see if Heavy can stop this third down and force Maserati to punt. Go. Third and 8. Shotgun formation here. Looks like the split back set. Over the middle, gets it, and he does a possessional catch. And that is a 1st down for the Titans. Great job of Tannehill of reacting, but also that was some tight coverage. So he was able to just fit it in the pocket to Jonnu Smith to get that 1st down. That is a speedy tight end, and that's another person that you're going to have to look for in this ball game. Not just Corey Davis and AJ Brown. My mind left there for a second. I know who he is. Nice check down pass to Evans. Evans gets about 8 yards on the carry, so that's going to bring up a 2nd and 2. Great drive thus far by the Tennessee Titans. Let's see. I've always known every time I play Heavy or see him play, he's got a really good bend but don't break defense. So let's see. He really does excel in this red zone. Let's see if he can keep this going. Weak side stretch to Evans. Evans tries a juke, but the Patriots have none of it. But that is going to bring up a 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. And the predictions are rolling in. I know it is a day stream, so you might not be able to. A lot of guys aren't watching. We will do the same thing probably tonight if there's some games on. Many as we can do. Derrick Henry is finally back in the ball game. Only 1 yard on the carry on that counter play. Not a great job of Derrick Henry. And as the announcer said, it's bringing up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line. That deuce close. Give me that deuce. Again, Tannehill doesn't like what he sees. That running back wham right up the middle. Nice carry there. Gets 6 yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd and goal. This is where it gets tricky. 3rd and goal at the 2-yard line. Do you run the ball, keep it safe, potentially settling for a field goal, or do you pass, trying to get it in the end zone? But the field gets shorter, and the chances of interception gets higher. So this is what you got to look for if you are the Patriots, or I'm sorry, the Titans. Third and goal right up the middle, runs a ball, and untouched. They get the first score of the ball game. Titans drive right down the field and score. They are up. Pending field extra point, 7-0. As you watch the Apex Prime Live playoff game of the week. That's right. We are in the playoffs. Playoffs? Playoffs? Now being up 7-0, it's really on the momentum, obviously, is with the Titans after scoring pretty easily. Let's see if Heavy can drive down and score as well. This is going to be a pretty important drive for the Patriots to establish some sort of dominance, you know, kind of going back and forth here. It's going to be something that Heavy has to be able to look for. No turnovers is going to be big. You don't want to go 3 and out. So let's see if he has what it takes to be able to put some points on the board. That sounded really... That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. 1st and 10. Going out in that far I form. Plenty of time. Gets that. Oh, no, it's intercepted. And Jackson is going to take it for 6. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's just short. He's at the 2-yard line. Heavy wanted that out route, and it was not there. Great job of Dory Jackson jumping that route. That's what you have to look for when you look at these timing routes. The hitch routes, the comeback routes, the out routes. Very dangerous because if you don't time it perfectly and the cornerback sees it, that could be it. Pick 6 right there. And they are in the Wildcat formation here. And they're going to run it right up the middle. Great job of using by Heavy to stop that run for a 2-yard loss. You have to hold them here. You have to hold them. And I know that the Patriots know that. They've got to be able to have some sort of dominance on defense and show that they came to play. Not a good look for Heavy to begin the game. Second goal, they're going to run it up the middle. Oh, good job. It looked like he had the hole there for a second. And the second line of defense for the Patriots was able to break off the blockers and get the tackle. The linebackers making the play on that. One thing I've always noticed about the Patriots, they've always got good corners and good linebackers. Let's see if they can stop it here. 3rd down and goal, this is going to be huge. It looks like they could go right up the middle here. I'm surprised they're not coming out in that goal line defense, but they don't need to. Another great user play by Heavy to stop the run for a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 4th and goal. If you are the Titans, do you come out? It doesn't look like he's coming out right away. Oh, no, he may go for it. He is not coming out in that field goal formation here. And now it looks like he is. Now, for a second, I'm like, man, he really wants to put a stamp on this game. You go at 14-0, that could be it, especially against a great user like Maserati. Maserati is going to kick the extra point here. And it is extra point, field goal. So that field goal puts them up 2 scores, 10-0. If you are Heavy, you have to shake up the cobwebs, establish the run game. When I tell teams, don't go full tilt, what that means is do not get upset to where you feel like you have to pass to catch back up. Slow it down, slow the pace down, establish the run game, get your offense going. That's what he needs to do here. Let's see if he takes my advice. The guy that's out of the playoffs. Comes out in a shotgun formation. Tyree Jackson. He actually has done a great job with Jackson, by the way. He lit me up with him. Nice little bubble screen there. That mountain screen, I believe, called the orbit bubble. And he was able to get nothing on that. But you know what? He didn't turn the ball over. So there's that. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Again, 16 seconds left in his first quarter. So far has been all Titans. Let's see if the Patriots can get on the board here. They're going to let the clock run down. Take a moment. Take a breath. Figure out what we need to do. Let's get a 1st down. Do not go up on that tree. You're going to fall. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Plenty of time. Gets it. Oh, man, that was a dangerous pass. That could have been an interception. Great job by the linebacker jumping that route. At least getting a hand on it. I know he wants to be safe, but you've still got to be able to put the ball down the field. He may be a little nervous right now because of the interception he threw earlier. 3rd down and 10. You want to convert this. You don't want to, go 3 and out on your second possession. Let's see if he gets a little bit ballsy here. Let's see if he's got those iron nuts. Got that weird view. I hate that view. Oh, nice check down. He does not get the 1st down, though. It did look like, if you saw that, he was wide open. Did look like he had an open field, but Rashad Evans, not the UFC fighter, gets the hit, stops all momentum from the running back, and forces a 4th and 1, forces a punt for heavy. I was like, he's going to let it run. But he's going to return the kick there. Nice break. And he's going to start with great field position here at the 47, almost midfield. If you are a Titans fan, you are feeling pretty good about this team here. I know Maserati is locked in. He's very upset that he did not get that #1 seed. So he does have a lot to prove now. This AFC is wide open, especially the NFC as well. It's going to be a very fun playoffs. That's what I wanted to bring you to broadcast. Every game is going to be fun to watch. Nice job of getting about 4 yards on the catch there at 5 yards. So it's going to make a 2nd and 5. That's a type of play that you want to get. He is dinking and dunking. He's not getting anything over the top. If I were heavy, I would put a little bit of pressure on him. Maybe bring a blitz in. One thing I've known about Maserati, he does like to spread the field, but he doesn't like to go down the field too much. Probably why he's so good, because he doesn't put a lot of risk into his passes. But with that, you can play a lot more up front if you are a defense. Coming out in that dime, and he is empty bunch here. Tannehill, plenty of time. He has a guy on the slant, wide open. For some reason, they are just not covering these wide receivers. That was a wide open pass. Now, Tannehill is 7 for 7 with 56 yards passing. Wow, and that was Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond unless you are a Patriots fan. I know. Some of you guys don't know who everyone loves Raymond. We got Go DJ in the chat, giving details on the PlayStation. Nice run there. Plenty of room, plenty of opportunity. And he has really been relying on Evans, which is a little bit shocking to me that he's not using Derrick Henry more. He really has been utilizing this Evans a lot more than Derrick Henry, which, again, is a shocker to me because you put all that money in there. He's watching the stream as well. What's up, Go DJ? But, yeah, he's putting a lot of effort in this, so especially with this, I don't know how he utilize. I have to go back and look at stats, but I'm surprised he's not utilizing him more. Plenty of time. He threw it a little bit late. The corner was able to come back up, but he does hold on to the ball. Man, I swear, some of those games feel like it goes in that one direction for that team. For some reason, Heavy's guys are not covering, and the momentum is just shifted completely to Tennessee. Maybe it's those powder blue unis. I would have wore the Oilers uniforms in the playoffs, but that's just me. Maybe there's some bad juju there. I don't know. Anyway, 1st and 10. He pretty much has that locked up. Great defense by Heavy. And that right there is a good user. If you watch Maserati, he did not force a pass. He did not take a sack. He simply walked out of the pocket and threw it away. That's what you got to do sometimes. You just have to throw it away, live another down. A lot of users are going to try to force that in. And unfortunately, that's what happens with a lot of interceptions. We do have a lot of interceptions in this league. Obviously, we play on all Madden. That is part of it, but I think a lot of it is also that we do not check, throw the ball away. I'm guilty of it too. So nice run there for Evans. 2nd down and 10. He gets a couple there. Going to bring up a 3rd and 8. I don't know why there was a... Gotta love Madden. Got that yellow timeout. Looks like it could be a flag, could be a timeout, but it's neither. So there we go. But that is going to bring up a 3rd and 8. And if you are Maserati, he hasn't been really playing it the safe route on 3rd down. So I don't expect him to do it now. This is going to be a huge stop. I mean, there's no way to sugarcoat it. If you are Heavy, you got to get a stop here. He's got that trip set. Now, it does look like Maserati did not like what Heavy came out in. So whatever it was, spooked him enough to call that timeout. What's up, Any Given Sunday Network? Glad to see you in the chat. And that's right, Sean, big stop there. It does have to be those powder blues. So sorry, I'm just catching back up with the chat. So here we are, 3rd and 8. Let's see what they can pull off here. Oh, he's going to go with the screen. It was not snipped out. He does have it. Henry gets it. Look at Henry go. Oh, Henry. That was a shout out to the candy bar, Oh Henry, which is a really shitty candy bar, by the way. But they do pick up the 1st down. It's 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Last time, they were 1st and goal at the 9. They had to settle for a field goal. So let's see if Heavy can stop them here. As the clock winds down and winds down. Now we're at 5 minutes here. Let's see what they can do, because right now it's not looking good. It really isn't. Oh, man, look at that. Gets it to his fullback, I believe. Fullback goes for about 4 yards. That's going to bring him a 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. Finally, he's coming out in that 5-2 set. If you're not going to come out in goal line, 5-2 is a really good run-stopping formation here. It does put the max amount of your defensive linemen on there, but also give you 2 linebackers. So I do like this setup. It is a great goal line setup, by the way. So, but 2nd and 5, in my opinion, come out in nickel odd, but I would not come out in that if it was me. I still think he's going to run this ball. Could be wrong. Yes, he does. With that, again, oh my goodness, he is wide open. And that is a touchdown for the Tennessee Titans. Could that be the nail in the coffin? Jet sweep. Nice utilization of that play. Maserati scores. He's going to go up 3 scores now. Yes, 3 scores. So that is not good if you are the Patriots. Yeah, unfortunately, did not hold him to that field goal. You're blessed. So that is going to be huge. What can they do? Heavy is doing all he can. In my opinion, man, you've got to still be safe, but you really got to open the playbook a little bit. Now you're you're in the corner. He's got you cornered. What are you going to do? You got to show some strength here. You got to show some resiliency. Not give up. There's a reason why Heavy made the playoffs. He was a 10-16, very good. That division is no joke. He did a good job of getting out of that division. Obviously not winning it, but getting out of it. And he's done a wonder with Tyree Jackson. So let's see what he can do. There you go. Get that 1st down. Now the pressure has been lifted just a little bit. You got that 1st down, and you got the clock in your favor. Look at the clock. You got 3 minutes and 46 seconds left. You do have time. Make sure that you waste enough time to where you don't want to give back the ball to Maserati with enough time for him to be able to score. Again, shotgun formation here. Play action. I like it. Throws it in triple coverage. Probably not the smartest pass. But he does not come down with it. Nobody does. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line. And again, thank you for tuning in. This is the Apex Playoffs on Apex Prime. Only on YouTube. If this is your first time showing up, please subscribe, drop us a like, and even comment. We always love to hear from our fans. Nice pass there. Gets out of bounds. Tyree Jackson building that momentum a little bit now. Kind of shaking off the cobwebs. Gets it to that tight end, Gerald Everett. Gerald Everett is a really nice tight end, in my opinion, especially on Madden, because he does have that speed, but he also has that power to get through the smaller corners, and that's what he did. He was able to pick up a first down. Now they're in good situation here. Clock continues to wind down. You do get the ball first in the second half, so the game is not over, but don't do anything stupid. And good check down pass. Gets about 7 or 8 out of that. 7 yards. So that brings up a 2nd and 3. Very manageable. You still got the clock winding down. You got all 3 timeouts. Like I said, let this be the last score of the half. Yeah, Sean says, got to score at least a field goal. Got to put some sort of points on the board here. Second, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and short. But yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. 3rd and 1. You don't want to do anything crazy here that will put more points for the Titans, or give him an opportunity to put more points on here. I've seen games, man, go from like 1 score to 3 scores within a matter of seconds. So you really want to be careful what you call here. If it was me, I'm going to go right up the middle. I'm going to pound it right down his throat, and then we're going to, work that 2-minute drill. One right up the middle. Look at that. Look at that hole. Great job of the Patriots offensive line creating that hole for the running game there. That's what they need. They need to be able to pound the ball up the middle. Look at that. Look at the hold. Look at the blocks that were being made there. I mean, I could have got a first down, and I can't run worth a shit right now. I'm really out of shape. If you haven't already tell there. Plenty of time. Gets it out to his running back. Great pass there. A lot of times when you throw it to the flat, if you throw it behind him, you won't get anything. But that was a perfect throw. Letting just enough for him to be able to get out there. And this is going to lead to a touchdown. Great job by Heavy making this a ball game. However, he did leave over a minute on the clock. Is that going to be enough for the Titans to be able to drive down and score some more points? That was my worry with this. Did you score too fast? You are getting the ball in the second half. And the Titans are taking out the... Wow. Great return. Actually, not that great. He only got... I thought he got to the 35, but he got to the 24. Again, maybe... Heavy really does like his defense, and he's like, I dare you to try to score me. I dare you to drive down the field. Now, the way that Maserati's offense is, he does have 2 timeouts over a minute left. But the way that his defense normally, or his offense normally runs, it's more of like a, dink and dunk, drive down the field, in your face type of offense. Gets the run, no gain there. Now look. Heavy says, you know what? I'm going to call a timeout there. That was a good job of working that clock. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 12. If you are Tennessee now, what do? Do you work enough to try to get the first down? What, baby? No, we cannot. Daddy's on the broadcast. Maybe we can do that. We can definitely play after I'm done, okay? All right, they are up 17-7. If you are just tuning in again, I want to say thank you. I am Alpha, the commish of the Apex Madden League. This is the Apex playoffs, and the wild card round. We have a good matchup here with Heavy and Maserati, 2 good users. 2nd and 12, plenty of time for Tannehill. Tannehill gets it, throws it. That was a dangerous throw. He throws it into traffic. Great job. I believe that was J.C. Jackson of batting down the ball. 3rd and 12. Now, the Patriots, their gamble actually worked. They scored, quick enough to, to get the ball back. They get them out here. they're going to have an opportunity to go down by 1 and get the ball at half. Just when you think it's bleak for the Patriots, Heavy's showing why he is a user not to be counted out. Plenty of time again for Tannehill. There's no pass rush. Oh, no, he throws an interception to the safety, and he gets it all the way down to the 34-yard line. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why don't you go downstairs and play with mommy? Okay, that's a great idea. 1st and 10, great interception. And the star of the show is my daughter, obviously. But the great interception for the Patriots, that gamble really paid off. Run up the middle. A nice blocking hole here. Heavy has woken up and said, look, you're not putting me to bed. You're not putting me in the coffin. Not yet, at least. Oh, great pass there. Oh, no! He fumbles the ball with that hit stick. And that's the chance you take when you do that corner or that angle route with the running back. You got that wide open middle, but it sets up those hit sticks. That's why I do not like that unless I'm going to do a possessional catch in that situation. And now it has proved costly for the Patriots. Now, not too costly. They only had 31 seconds, and they're on their own 16. But that could have been some points that they could have put on the board. That could come back to haunt Heavy as we go through this game and move through it. First and 10. Plenty of time for Tanny. Tanny gets it. Oh, man. Now, I tell you, one thing that I really like, I know that Heavy is a big man coverage player. His guys are finally start to covering these players here. If you notice, he is going more by overall. And if you don't have speedy receivers, that's actually a really good defensive adjustment, in my opinion, is overall. You want to line up your best corners with their best wide receivers. And Patriots have probably the best depth at receiver. And Derrick Henry there, not many yards. And one thing I have to wonder, he's not really using Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry hasn't really been that effective. Is he going to be someone he shops in the offseason? Derrick Henry brings that big name, but he also brings that big contract for a running back. Is that someone he wants to try to unload? So we'll see. Plenty of time for Tanny. Tanny steps up in the pocket, rolls out. As you know, you can... Oh, man, he whiffed on that hit stick. That's the problem when you hit stick, is that you whiff on that. But that does bring the end of the half, so he could be a little bit aggressive there. The score is 17-7, and now the Patriots receive the ball. Again, if you would have asked me 5 minutes ago, I said, man, it looks like Patriots are done. Not yet. Not yet. They have some life left in them. That's right. Eli says, good game so far. Absolutely. Great game thus far. Yeah, he does. One thing that you're blessed is really good pocket awareness with Tannehill. He steps up. That's really key in this league, man, is having that pocket awareness. If you don't have a really mobile quarterback, you want to have that pocket awareness, being able to know where the pressure is coming from, being able to step up and lead your blockers into some of these guys that are blitzing. So he's done a good job thus far. No sacks. So I think he's one of the least sacked players in the league, too. So no gain there for Heavy. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 11. All right, 2nd and 11. Nice pass over the middle, but it was intercepted by Titans. Great job by Crunkshape to get that interception. One thing that you note about the Titans, they have terrific safeties, terrific. So when you throw a seam or vertical route, you have to be careful of that safety, and he was over the top, unfortunately. I don't know if maybe Heavy was trying to lead him more to the left, but obviously that did not work. And the Titans have the ball. First and 10. Tannehill gets it to Evans. Evans has had a quietly good day. He's averaging right around 4 yards a carry. He does have a touchdown. Come out in that I form, that twins set. 20 twins. Counter run. Wide open for Henry. Henry is hard to bring down. That's going to bring up a first and 10 at the 22-yard line. Now they are in business. Man, the thing that makes Henry so tough is that his bring down or his break tackle is very high. Super hard to take him down, and he's got acceleration. So, I mean, in my opinion, man, those are all the most important things that you need as a running back, especially in this league. And he has all of it. Evans back in the ball game. Bunch formation for the Titans. Sends his tight end in motion. Play action. Look at the time and look at the pass. One thing about the Titans, man, he has so much time in that pocket. It's like the Patriots are over-trusting their secondary. But the problem is, if you just give anyone enough time, routes are going to open, and that's what's showing here. He's not putting any pressure, and I really do think it comes down to he just doesn't have that great of a line or great pass rushers. That is one of the weaknesses that the Patriots have, and unfortunately, Tannehill has all day to just sit there and pick them apart, and that's what's been happening. First and goal. Throws it up to his wide receiver on the fade route. Corey Davis should have came down with that, but great job by the defender to break that up. That's going to bring up a second and goal. I like that play call, though. Throw it up to your big boy and let him come down with it. Unfortunately, he didn't, but you've got to be able to throw that out there. Oh, they're coming out in that two tight end set. Two tight ends, two full, running backs here. One wide receiver. They're going to do that power run to the left. And again, I think the Patriots have done a great job in the red zone. They've got to get better on offense because they're just tiring out this defense. The defense is really good, I got to say. I mean, I know that Tennessee's got 17 points on the board, but they've been playing really good. The offense is just not putting them in any type of positive situation. Run up the middle, and Evans gets the touchdown, and they go up 24-7. Again, it's looking bleaker and bleaker for the Patriots, who got the final wild card round. And man, I tell you, Maserati is just so tough to beat. He just wears you down, I like, again, what I really like is he plays very, very close to the style of the real Titans. Where he will actually do a lot of play action, run plays, stretch, counters, stuff like that. And it's hard to stop, especially if you're not stopping the pass or stopping the run. It opens the other one up. So you've got to be able to really, predict what he's doing. And he's a really unpredictable player. So credit to Heavy, though. He's done everything he can to stop this. But right now, it's just been tough. All right, they're going to come out in a pistol formation at Fred. Like bubble screen, gets it off to his receiver. Great job of Tennessee to stop that. He gets 3 yards on that, though. Thank you, announcer. That dude sounds like he should be doing the strip club. Now to the stage, Diamond. Great pass by Tyree Jackson. to get the first down. That slant route was wide open. What a lot of guys like to do is they like to pick those routes where it has the guy doing the hitch route, and what it really does is either opens that hitch route or the slant, because the middle linebacker has to take one or the other, and in that situation, he did have that hitch route covered, so the slant was wide open. Run up the middle. Tony Michel does get about 4 yards, and he's been a big contributor for this team. Heavy's really heavily relied on him, no pun intended. Not really in the playoffs, but during the season, I do remember him because he did well against me. Sends his man in motion, Everett. Oh, there we go, another run up the middle. Now he doesn't seem to be really taking this time into consideration. Remember, we do 8-minute quarters, but the clock runs down sometimes under 10 seconds. So the clock runs down pretty quick. So just to keep that in mind. Yeah, your bless says it's really hard to come back on Maserati when he's got this type of lead. It's correct, because he plays really sound defense, and he just kills the clock. I mean, that's the problem. 3rd and 6, does not get the first down. They're going to have to go for it. He runs all right, so he does call a timeout, but I thought maybe he was running a no huddle there. And they're coming out in that spread defense. The Maserati wants to run, and he gets the first down, but barely. And great job of extending the play. Remember, man, 21, that was one of the new things they added, is the player's awareness of where they are on the field. So really cool feature they added into the game. He does not like what he sees here. He's going to put his cornerback in the slot. And that's going to call that. So basically, Tennessee calls a timeout there. We got seven people here in the chat. I do appreciate everybody tuning in. I know it's a little harder to get views just because it's during the day. I do want to wish everybody out there happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Hope everyone stays safe this season. And I hope that Tyree Jackson stays safe after that sack. Clowney comes right in. He did not get touched at all. He came right. Actually, he did get touched. The lineman just gave up on that block. Clowney gets the sack. I believe that's first sack of the game, too, by either team. Not good for the Patriots. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 14. Not what they want to see here. Now, I will say, though, he has not gone away from the run. So he has actually done a good job of trying to keep and maintain his play style. Nice pass over the middle to his tight end. Gerald Everett kind of fits it right in that box as the angle route pulled the linebacker just enough for that to be open. Drops it right underneath the safeties. Great pass by Tyree Jackson. You see flashes of this. You see, basically, little flashes of, nice passing with Tyree Jackson. They're going to have to really speed things up, in my opinion. They're putting too much time on the clock. They're letting the clock run down. They score, it's going to be right around the 4th quarter, and even if you score, you're still down 2 scores, and you haven't really been able to stop Tennessee. It's going to be very important to see if they do score a touchdown or even a field goal here. How are they going to stop that next drive for Tennessee? Is going to be the most important drive if they score here. Sends his running back out in motion. Oh, that slant's wide open. Can he get into the touchdown? Yes, he does. Great job of Heavy breaking over the middle on a slant to get that touchdown. That's exactly what he needed. And now it's, again, we talk about it. The most important drive of the ball game is right here, folks. You have to get a stop. If he gets any points, because he's been kind of chewing down the clock here. The way his offense is, that's why you're blessed that he's so hard to come back from, because he just chews the clock. And I mean, not intentionally or cheesy, just the way his offense runs. He just basically just gets, you know, little yardage here and there, and it adds up to a first down. He doesn't beat you down the field like I do or Bills does. He likes to be able to beat you in chunks. That's why I think he gives the Bills the best opportunity. He has the best opportunity to win against the Bills in the AFC, in my opinion, just the way his offense runs. I mean, obviously, that's going to be, you know, something to see if he does make it to that spot. Going to pass. Again, most teams are going to run in that situation, not Maserati. He likes to really keep the defense off balance, and that's exactly what he did. That post over the middle, wide open, and give Tannehill credit. He made that play. One thing I want to point out for Maserati, a lot of teams, what they like to do is they take an older quarterback like Tannehill, because he's, you know, 80 overall, 78, 79 overall, and then trade him or get rid of him because he has such a high cap and people want, you know, it's sexy to play with the younger players. But not Maserati, man. Maserati wanted to keep Tannehill as long as he could because he's a good quarterback on the game. You know, and a lot of other people, I would say probably 80% would have got rid of Tannehill and try to have somebody younger or fast or, you know, flashy. Take it, man. He's stuck with this team. He hasn't really done a lot of moves as far as trading away players. This is a good roster right out of the box, but he's actually, you know, amplified it. He's been in the playoffs every year that we've had this. Wide open, that corner route again. And we talk about this, man. The defense is just not able to make any answers here. I mean, Tennessee, look, you've got no pressure on Tannehill. You are not going to beat this Titans team if, one, you don't stop their run, and two, you don't put any pressure on Tannehill. You got to start sending the blitzes. I know people like, well, if I send the blitz, it, you know, keep guys to get open. You got to do something, okay? Because right now, all he's doing is just picking you apart, piece by piece. There he goes. Oh, man. The time he runs a blitz in the middle, still has enough time to get Raymond, his fast receiver, over the middle for a touchdown. Unfortunately, 31-14, you know, he's going to go up again. I believe 3 scores here. It's looking bleak. Bleak. So he is down 16. Actually, he's down 2 scores if he makes 2, you know, touchdowns with 2-point conversions, but it's tough, man. First and 10 at their own 25. I mean, you got to think, what are you going to do? I mean, it's got to be discouraging if you're heavy. It really does, because once your offense starts to get a little bit of momentum, now your defense is letting up on you. It's like, you know, it's a no-win. So, got to be a helpless feeling if you are heavy. So, let's see what he does. Comes out in that shotgun ace formation, and he throws an interception. Again, with those comeback routes, they're so dangerous. Maserati has played such a good game today. And that's that Christian Fulton out of LSU that with the interception, 2-year player in our league, rookie in real life, but 2-year player in our league. Great job getting the interception. And great job of team building with what he has here. Oh, and it's a screen. Could this be? No, he stops it here. This could be, you know, if he does score a touchdown here, this could be it. This could be donezo for him, unfortunately. So we will see if that's what happens. 2nd and 10. 2nd and goal. My wife making her presents. Oh, she's been showing off. Oh, and another touchdown. And that will be your ball game, folks. Evans, wow, what a player, man. Virtually unknown. I mean, not really like a household name, and he's just been really killing it, this guy. I mean, if I'm him, man, I am shopping Derrick Henry. Clear some of that cap. I mean, you got your running game of the future, man. It looks like they're going to just try to get the run going a little bit. So that's going to bring a 2nd and 1. And again, this was just a tough game for New England just because of the you know, you can't turn the ball over against this guy. You know, you can't turn it over like you did. He's just too good, you know. And I think Heavy is the type of player, though. He's going to bounce back. He's such an amazing player. He's one of those guys that can just make it work, you know. Run play. And now we look forward to, you know, we look ahead here. It does look like if we look at the playoff standings again, it looks like Heavy is probably going to be playing, or I'm sorry, it looks like Maserati is going to be playing. Colts win, it's going to be the Colts. Colts doesn't win, looks like it could be Pittsburgh. So, yeah, he's got a, you know, great player. Pittsburgh's a great player too. Forverts is going to be, he's going to be a beast in the playoffs. He actually started to get red hot, you know, towards the end of the season. So, let me look at the schedule here. I'll tell you guys the next. Looks like the next stream is probably going to be either 6:30 or 10:30. Hopefully 10:30 tonight. Eagles and Buccaneers are going. We'll see if the Buccaneers. As he just winds down the clock. It's, man, and that's the only thing bad about Tyree Jackson, man. It's the same thing I have going with Haskins, man. The problem is they just have that, like, if there's any type of pressure, they get really rattled, and then not a lot of their passes are accurate. One thing I miss about Lamar is that, you know, he had a lot of accurate passes, and unfortunately right now it's really hard for that accuracy if you don't have them at over 90, in my opinion, because it's not consistent. I mean, you can have accurate passes, but you're going to have that one that just kills you. Nice pass to his running back. Gets the first down. He's probably going to try to just wind down the clock. Nice run here. See, I mean, if you look at the run, man, I tell you, the Patriots are really doing good at, you know, I mean, you always look back and say, what could I have done differently? But, man, they've got a really good run game. I know they ran really well against me. The problem is you just get in this motion of where you want to pass and, you know, be able to do that. But Maserati has just built a secondary to be really good. I say if he does have one weakness, it's the run defense. I mean, because, you know, it looks like Patriots have been able to run really well. And as we wind down, I want to thank everybody for watching. And we will try to do as many games as we can. First and 10. Throws it. I thought he was going to go with that running back route, but that was covered. Good job. So the Titans will move on. New England will be eliminated and join the rest of us on the couch. There's that comeback route again. And there it is again. Man, I'm telling you, I hate those comeback routes, especially on All Madness. It seems like the freaking cornerbacks are like, they have like ESP or something. They like know exactly what the route's going to be. Hopefully, Titans will kneel the ball out here and get us out today. And he wants to watch the rest. Derrick Henry. There's just not a lot to talk about at this point. You know, where do you go from here if you're a team like Patriots, where you know you do have some age on both sides of the ball? If it's me, man, I'm trying to find some playmakers. I think that's the problem with the Patriots. He doesn't have enough playmakers at wideout. They were not breaking the routes good enough. They just weren't making, you know, they weren't separate. They didn't have a lot of separation from what I saw from the corner. So you got to be able to get somebody in the offseason, whether it be by the draft or by the free agency. Got to be able to make some moves here. He did talk about, I believe it was him talking about, no, it was the Jags talking about maybe going for Julio. Right there, this could be it. And it is. This is it. And he does stop at the 1. I was holding my breath. I was hoping he would not score a touchdown here. But Evans again, man, wow. This dude, such a great ball game. He has to have the MVP of the game. Great job by the Titans. And this will end out the game. Again, everybody, I want to thank stopping in for some daytime playoff action. We will be back with the next game. Hopefully the Buccaneers and the Eagles. That'll be a really good game. And yeah, I will see you guys around. If you do have any questions, let me know. If you are interested in joining the league, reach out to me on Twitter, or you can there is that application on there. We do have a Discord. We do have a pretty structured league. We currently have about 2 guys on the wait list, but just keep in mind that always changes, especially if you're in that weird spot. So anyway, everybody, I want to thank everybody tuning in, and check us out next time. Thanks.